Hello, Ron Ekins. You have years of experience with the Oracle database. And for some time now, you're working for Pure Storage as an Oracle solution architect. Storage access, as such, has a history in delaying higher level operations. I guess you have many stories to tell about it. What's the classic dilemma with keeping and accessing massive data?
Okay, guess what I see talking to lots of customers now is, and we've been told many times that more data has been created in the last 2 years. Well, actually 90% of the world's data has been created in the last 2 years than we've ever created. So we're growing at a horrific rate, and actually year on year it's accelerating with sensor information, IoTs and retention challenges. So I see the dilemma that people are challenged today with is managing large data sets, and with the large data sets come challenges of moving it around. So data access, mobility, retention and growth, they're all challenges. And at the same time, another challenge which we don't always talk about is project timescales. So I'm sure when you've done your projects like I have many years ago, it might have been an 18-month, 2-year project. Now I'm having conversations where people are saying we have to deliver a product in weeks or even days sometimes in the mobile space. So the way we've worked previously, maybe taking a copy every 3 months, delivering that into a UAT environment just doesn't work when you're having to do daily releases.
So what you're saying, basically, time to market also affects the storage.
So time to market, value to market, yes, depending which industry you're in. So it's more than just managing the data, it's delivering the data.
Many database people, when we come to the data keeping layer, state that they understand very well what's going on down there on the storage level and can talk endlessly about RAID levels. But how much do they really know about nowadays technology, and how much should they know?
Okay. So what I would start with is, and I'm presenting at conference today on this topic, is we need to start as DBAs asking what can the storage do for us, rather than dictating how we configure the storage, because some of the best practices that we've learnt over the last 20 years are no longer relevant. So we should be considering, rather than how keeping hot files and cold files away and displacement come from a 7-disk model, a 15-disk model, 20-disk model, most of that is obsolete. So we have to think differently. We ought to talk and embrace the storage administrator and ask him what can he do for us. And he'll say, actually, you don't have to worry about RAID. That's something I'll do. Data encryption, data reduction, replication. They're all services which are built into the storage platform, and as DBAs and as developers we should be using them.
And talking about developers, how are they affected by storage characteristics, and by, how can they help to avoid trouble on the storage?
So if we go back into the disk world, access was a big issue. We would have said keep developers off the production platform. We don't want heads moving one way for a non-production query and moving this way for production query. Contention was a big thing. That all goes away with flash storage and modern storage platforms. So we don't have those challenges, but we have different challenges. So the time to market is really hard for developers, time to value if they're developing internally. So their challenge is about access to full-size data sets. So developers have created their own IT. They take copies of databases, and because DBAs can't react, they take a copy off to the side, and it's unmanaged, unsupported. Or they're told by the storage administrator and the DBA, you can't have a full-size copy, have a subset. And that means that when they're doing their testing and their development, they don't hit the edge cases. It's when they only start testing on a full-size test copy in UAT, or final acceptance testing, is when they see the problems. So really, we want to make sure that all developers have their own copy and a full-size copy. I've been working in a bank in the City of London, and there was 2 teams, the red team and the blue team, and they had a Monday morning call to say who was doing testing that week, because one set of data was destructive to the other set. So they were actually delaying their projects because of access to the environments. So as infrastructure people, as DBAs, we need to make sure that our developers are given the resources they need, and that includes data and databases.
Ron, thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you. Yep. Second time in DOAG, loving it. So looking forward to the rest of the conference. Thank you, Martin.
Thank you very much.